everyone, welcome back here to my channel where I play Planet Zoo. My name is Nisse and today we're gonna take a look at the Nile Crocodile, which is a mod made by Leaf and MegaGamingRex. I will say though, because I remember today, mods aren't officially endorsed by Frontier, therefore if you break anything by using mod, it is your own damn fault. Though I will say, if you use one of the many tutorials made out there by very good modders or other Planet Zoo YouTubers, then you should be somehow safe. I have linked one below by Leaf, which I feel is very good, and he explained things in a way where even I can understand it, so that says a lot. But let's take a look here. We are going for the Nile Crocodile today. And as you see here in the picture below me, it is one of the heavy lifters. It is so fat. All of the pictures I found of it were, I wouldn't say fat because it wasn't like, it was just like very wide. If you can imagine that, like all of the fat just went sideways. That sound is so weird. They have this massive mouth, and then they have these kind of spikes on their backs where the scales, some of the scales point upwards. It kind of looks like tiny soldiers on lines, if I can. That's probably the best way to explain it. Of course, you can see it for yourself here. But before we get too close to the Nile Crocodile, I just want to make a comparison by all of the crocodiles I've been looking at today and yesterday. So I just want to mention all of them here. We have, first of all, the American crocodile. All of these are males, so that was the most fair way to do this. I know for some of them the male is a bit bigger, for some of them the female is a little bit bigger, but these are all males. This is the American crocodile with this very grayish color, and it has this kind of V-shaped snout out here. Next up we have the African dwarf crocodile, most noticeable by the size. Then we have, I think it's the freshwater crocodile, yes. It also have a very narrow snout and very V-shaped, and then this yellowish color. Jumping down here, I think it's the Central African slender snouted crocodile with the long name. It has this darker and deeper brown, probably most brownish color, where this is very yellow, this is very green, this is very gray, this is a bluish gray, this is a little more brown, and then it has the stripes on the back, and again a somehow narrow snout, but not V-shaped like the other two, because it goes in all the way up here, so it's more like a straight line inward, and then it doesn't widen before it's all the way in here. Then of course we have our saltwater crocodile, which is the one for the game here. This big fellow. I do believe that one of the other ones had a bigger female than this, but I'm not sure at this point. You can see all of the individuals videos, they should be up now. This is the last one this week. And then we have our fella from today, that's the Nile Crocodile, and as you can see here, the belly is wider and more round than pretty much all of the other. The saltwater crocodile almost follows, but it's still also very flat here. Looking from the side, it isn't even taller than the rest. It has the spikes and it has this wider snout out here. So again, I haven't seen anything completely awful about any of these mods this week, so go for what you like. But I do think though we should give the Nile Crocodile a fair chance in this video. They are a least concerned animal, but the population in the wild is unknown. They live in Africa, and I'm gonna try my very best here. Somalia, Ethiopia, Uganda, Kenya, Egypt, the Central African Republic, the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Gabon, Angola, South Africa, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, Sudan, South Sudan, Botswana, and Cameroon, and Madagascar. So, a big chunk of Africa, basically. They live in aquatic, temperate, tropical grassland and desert biomes, and one of them need 100 square meters of land and 55 of water. As I said in my earlier video today, there are different here. Some of them need more water, some of them need more land. So if you want specifically a more land area, you don't care for the water, pick one of those who need more land. If you want to build more water, then pick one of them who need more water. That can be a tool to picking. It lived from 6 to 35 degrees Celsius. I do believe, for what I recall, that all of the other went up to 42 degrees Celsius, but I'm not sure at all. You need a grade 3 fence, 5 feet 95. That's a meter and 75, somewhere around there. And you can have a group up to 6, and males, female, doesn't matter. Aggression level equals to dominance, and they are polyamorous, confident around humans, but guess you're not into the habitat. The males grows to 12 feet long, and the females 11. They live to 55 years. That's actually a lot younger than some of the other crocodilians. The males grow to a size of 450 pounds, so that's 225 kilo roughly, and the females 303 pounds, so that's 150 roughly. They reach sexual maturity at age 10, and they can reproduce until they die. They get between 1 and 4 offspring every other year, and they're pregnant for 3 months. They should be very easy to get to reproduce in captivity. Some of the crocodilians get babies every year, some of them every other, and if you don't want a baby boom, then take one of those who have every other, because 10 years is a long time to have babies. No interspecies enrichment, but jumping over here, we have a lot. We have the floaty thing, we have the mud bath, we have this rubbing pad, only the one with the rubber on. Then we have the sprinkler, the blood scent marker, the water jet, but again only the one variation. Then we got the rubber ducky, and we have both the big balls here. Over here, oh sorry, that wasn't supposed to be here, because they only use the tall older version of the underwater feeder. We have the frozen fish, the frozen blood pumpkin, and the restrained feeder. And I'm pretty sure we have here, yes, this is a female. Oh, can you please move? And she is called Adesina, I think. And she's 22.6 years old, and she's happy because I disabled everything in here. I must say, the teeth are made beautifully. I haven't had issue with any of the other teeth, I will mention that, but I just find them so beautiful made here. They with the gradients of color here. As you know, crocodiles don't really brush their teeth. They do, however, have a symbiotic relationship with some birds, which try to clean out their teeth once in a while. But besides that, they do have kind of yucky teeth, which I do believe these represent very nicely. The coloration inside the mouth is actually kind of special. Could we see that over here? Yeah. Like, I assumed there would be like a reddish tongue, but there clearly aren't either on the picture or on the crocodile, the mod here. It is very shiny, but it may just have been in the water. And again, it doesn't have fur, so the shininess isn't the same issue as it would be on a furred animal. We have all of these small spikes up here, as I said, small soldiers on lines, which is very well done, and it have these where the outer spikes becomes bigger and the middle ones become smaller downwards, and then the two combine to one. That's a very not only crocodilian but crocodile thing to have. We have this very rough pattern where they have the scale pattern, but every single scale have this splashy coloration, which a lot of crocodiles get with age. I do like that there are attention to the underbelly pattern here, which are most often in reptilians very different than the ones over here, and much softer, because it isn't a area that needs protected, because you aren't being attacked from down here that often. Normally they will be attacked from front, behind, or one of the sides, or from up. Basically, so therefore they will be much softer down here, so the scales will be very different. I do, however, like that it kind of looks like a tiny small Adam's apple here, but knowing it's a female and it's a crocodile, I don't think it is. Going in here, the eye is so much the perfect crocodilian eye. I love these eyes, they are so beautiful. The only, if I should be just a tiny bit nitpicky, and you know I love to be, this line will never be a line. It should never be a line. It is still round-ish. It's thicker on the middle than it is on the parts. I know it's very narrow, so it's hard to see, but it's not a line. They did kind of get that, but up here it kind of bends to the side, which it would never do. So they did get a lot of details in there, and also the coloration here, they are so much. If you have don't see this in full HD or anything like that, I will say you should know that's beautifully made. All of the scales are colored individually. It's not like they just threw on a coat of paint and be done with it. It's very beautifully done. Now, I don't think you're a baby. Are you a baby? You're a baby. Sorry, it's because we have the dwarf crocodiles in here. As you can see here, the pigmentation here is much stronger, and especially on the tail, where we have this roughness going on here in the coloration. It's so clean over here, and it's because the roughness is something that gradually evolve over time. They are normally born with very clean, strong pigmented color, and then it kind of looks like it's been rubbed off over time. Like if you know you have a favorite shirt, you wash when it have a print, you wash it a million times. Over time it will be rubbed off in the cleans, what's it called, washer. and it's kind of the same as crocodilians. So they captured that very well here, and I do like the small scales in here. They done very well. It kind of reminds me of candy though. All of these round scales. Again, the eye here is very, very beautifully made. I would though like it to go all the way up and down, but it doesn't have to. It's just I aesthetically find it more pleasing. I do, however, really like that it looks like it smiles. It really looks like it smiles, and it looks like it's like, what can I do to annoy everyone around you? It kind of like it's up to something. I really like that. And for what I've seen this far, they actually move quite nicely. Now it does walk right now, it doesn't run, and I feel like the floatiness of the tail fits very well. Here you can see it start running and it's the tail, which I really enjoy, but it changes with the speed. Now I actually are curious, how do you swim? You swim very nicely in the right level of water here, and I will say the dolls appear to do the same. Yeah, you can see the eyes, the top of the back, but nothing else. And most crocodilians would like to only have the eyes and maybe the nose holes above water, and then just not being noticed until they find something to eat. So it's very good overall. So honestly, this week I was a little concerned about this reptilian crocodilian theme of this week, but honestly it's been so much fun looking at all of these, and a lot of them reminds me of my childhood because my mom is allergic to fur. So we had I'm not sure if it's monitor or lizards or what it's called in English, but we had some reptiles, which meant the world to me. Of course they are not alive anymore, sadly, but yeah, it have been a throwback for me. So I really hope you enjoyed the ride as much as I have. So you know the drill, guys. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. I really hope to see you again, either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys!